Guys, so today I thought I would sit down and talk with you about prepping for prom, your 1 month plan, because trying to figure out everything that you need to get ready for prom can be completely overwhelming, and after 3 years experience, I think I got it down. So I'm a freshman in college. I don't have a prom to go to this year, but that doesn't mean I haven't been thinking about all of you guys who do have your proms. I've been looking at Instagrams from people and tweets and everything like that, and reminiscing on my own prom experiences, and I've actually done some blog posts about them. So I'm going to talk more about those at the end of the video, but go ahead and check out the description box. I've got my new blog that is revamped, up and going. I have some really fun posts about dresses and more kind of tips and tricks, my do's and don'ts for prom season, things like that, that you guys can check out if you're at all interested. So I'll leave those linked below. But I'm going to jump right into the video with your 4-week plan. When you are 4 weeks away from prom, you should have a dress. If you don't have a dress, you should go out and get your dress ASAP, because you are likely going to want to get it altered. And if you take your dress to an alterations place any later than about 4 weeks, it can be really stressful and it can cost extra if you have to have them rush and do it, and you never know how much alterations are going to be and how much time they're going to take, especially if you have intricate fabric and things like that. So if you're just getting a simple hem, it's probably straightforward, but if you have a lot of layers to your dress, a lot of chiffon, maybe some unusual material, it can get really complicated. So you want to make sure that you take it to them well in advance so that everything goes smoothly. So you want to buy your dress and you want to buy your shoes and your bra that you're going to be wearing to prom, because all of those things are necessary before you take it to get altered, because you obviously can't get it hemmed unless you know the height of your shoes, and you can't get it correctly altered to fit your bust and your waist and things like that unless you know the bra that you're wearing. So don't even try taking it to an alterations place. They will send you right back out the door and tell you to come back when you have bought those things. On the more logistical side, you want to make sure that you are starting to think about transportation reservations and restaurant reservations if you're planning to go out to dinner. Now, I never took a limo or anything. We just always used our cars because it was cheaper, and I don't know, kids in my school really didn't do that. But if you're going to get a limo, you want to make sure you book them well in advance, because if you're a school that uses a lot of like limos for prom, they're going to go quickly and you want to make sure you have yours reserved. So probably even doing this before the 4-week mark is preferable, but at the 4-week mark, you really want to make sure you're thinking about these things. And then restaurant reservations, especially if you have a really large party, you want to make sure that you have it all set down, because if at last minute you're trying to get a reservation for a huge number of people, it's going to be really hard for restaurants to accommodate you. So make sure that you're talking with your friends, figuring out what you want to do, and go ahead and make those reservations as soon as possible. Now, you also want to start, if you're going to be whitening your teeth, whitening them at the 4-week mark. Often systems will take like 4 weeks to complete. I know that's what generally Crest White Strips does, although you have faster working products. But if you're going to be using the regular Crest White Strips, go ahead and get started now. And even if you're not, it can be really painful to whiten your teeth, and so the last thing that you'd like is for the night of prom when you're eating dinner to be like in so much pain because your teeth became sensitive from whitening them that you're like not able to eat your food. So go ahead and start doing that way in advance. I have a video talking about teeth whitening that I will have linked below, so go ahead and check that out. At the 3-week mark, you want to make sure that you've bought your accessories and you want to start trying on your complete outfit. Normally, you'll get your dress back after maybe a week and a half at the alterations place. So try on everything together, make sure your accessories look good, make sure your shoes are comfortable, and start walking around in your shoes. You want to give yourself as much time as humanly possible to get your shoes comfortable, because you really don't want to have blisters, and if they're going to give you blisters, you want to know where. So the sooner you start, the sooner you can start developing calluses and things like that, so that you are not in pain on prom night. Also, if you're going to do any self-tanning, I never go to tanning beds because they are really bad for you. Don't go to tanning beds. You will get skin cancer and die. Actually. So please don't go to tanning beds. I also don't go get spray tans just because I'm terrified of coming out looking like Oompa Loompa, and I have kind of pale skin, so the fear is real. Instead, I use Jergens or tan towels. Also have a wonderful video talking all about that, which I will have linked below. So much self-promotion in this video, but I swear these are all relevant, so if you have the need to check any of them out, I want to make sure you have them available to you. But start your self-tanning in advance, especially if you're using a new product, because you do not want to be orange on prom day. And if you have a mishap and a product just doesn't work or you get streaky, you want to have some time for it to fade, try again maybe, or figure out other tanning plans. So if you start at like the 3-week mark, then it gives you plenty of time to first of all develop a base layer of tan, which can help you not be as orange in the future, but also kind of get your tanning routine down so that when it comes closer to prom, you'll really get a nice, even, flawless tan. Also, you're going to want to book your hair appointment and makeup appointment because, again, salons will fill up really quickly and you want to make sure you get a good time slot, which is going to give you plenty of time to get ready before prom, but also isn't too early in the day, so you have to wait with your hair done until the evening. Also, finalize all your plans with your friends. You want to make sure that everyone is on the same page. And then, last but not least, maybe check in with your date, make sure that they're getting their tux rented. If you go to alterations and you get like a scrap of your dress from them, you can give it to the guy and he can go match his tie or cummerbund or whatever you want to have match to that, so that you guys are all cute and matching and he doesn't get like the wrong shade of purple, which would obviously be a catastrophe. But actually, that's actually a really good idea, is if you can get a scrap from your alterations place, you can give it to the guy and then get it matched. At the 2-week mark, you want to start finalizing everything. If you're going to be doing your makeup and hair yourself, start practicing them now. Be looking for ideas, and then what I would do is on the weekends, me and my friends would sit down and we would try out exactly how we were going to do our hair and makeup. And this gives you some time to play around, get good at what you're going to do for the real day so that you're not rushed and trying to figure it out and aren't happy with it at the end. So practice your hair, practice your makeup, try on your full outfit, and make sure that you like everything and are happy with how it looks, and that obviously the alterations have turned out the way you wanted them. And then you're going to want to order your boutonniere and maybe double check that your date is ordering your corsage. These things are like 2-week notice is generally plenty, but if you're then 1 week before, you want to continue practicing your hair and makeup, perfecting it, making sure you're really comfortable doing it so you can do it in a timely fashion and have it turn out well. And double check all of your plans, make sure everyone in your party knows where they need to be at what time, who they're going with, like what the ride situation is. And now's a good time if you're going to get your eyebrows done to get them waxed or threaded or whatever. Get them done at about the 1 week mark in case something goes terribly wrong, because I've heard horror stories of girls who've gone and the person's done a terrible job and right before prom, like a couple days before, they are just in pieces about their eyebrows. So if you get it done about the 1 week mark, it won't grow in too quickly and you're not gonna like have to touch it up too much, but at the same time, if something does go wrong, you'll have time to figure out how to fix it, so it's not like 2 days before or 1 day before you're freaking out about this. So get your eyebrows done, and if you're going to do a face mask or anything the night before, test it out now, again, so that you don't have some weird freak accident and get an allergic reaction to your face mask and end up blotchy on prom day. And take extra good care of yourself during this week. Drink a lot of water, try to eat healthy, and maybe moisturize a little bit extra, take a nice bubble bath, just sort of pamper yourself in preparation for the big day. Then the day before, you want to deep condition your hair. Never wash your hair the day of, because styling freshly washed hair is a lot harder than styling hair that has a little bit of oil to it, because it will give it a little bit more grip, it'll hold things better, and it'll just make the styles look a little bit nicer. So deep condition your hair the day before so it's nice and soft and ready to be styled the next day. And then get your nails done. I think it's best to get your nails done the day before, because if you get it done the day of, sometimes they'll still not quite be dry, or things can just go wrong with nail places. They can take too long, who knows, but you don't want to have that extra burden on the day of prom, because you want to have plenty of time to get ready. And then use a hydrating face mask that you have practiced the week before and know will not break you out. And just relax, have a girls' night, bring all your friends over, get your nails done together, look at magazines, have fun, and have a sleepover the night before so you can all wake up and get ready together the next morning. So the day of, make sure you have a good breakfast, and then go ahead and pick up your boutonniere, and don't forget to put it in the refrigerator because it will wilt and look really sad if you don't. And then get all prettied up and have the night of your life. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it gave you kind of a good guideline, and this can be applied, obviously not all of it, but some of it to getting ready for a big event of any kind, maybe your wedding, maybe a formal. I mean, I know this is over the top and many people will not get this into it, but if you're like me and really enjoy prom and get really into it, then having a plan like this can make it a little bit less stressful and will really give you the ultimate pampered prom experience. Be sure to check out all of the videos I mentioned if they sounded interesting to you. And be sure to check out my blog. I just got it up and going. I'm really excited about it. I have a few posts on it about prom, and I have a workout routine coming up on there. So they will all be linked in the down bar, and if you are interested, go check them out and feel free to follow my blog. Also, if you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button and follow me on all my other social media. It will be linked in the down bar below. As with everything in this video. Just check out the down bar. There's a lot of cool stuff going on in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.